Hello everyone. Now we will discuss about the activity-based costing, continuing the previous discussion in the previous video. In the previous video, we already discussed about the introduction of the activity-based costing. Now we will discuss the steps of the calculation of the product cost. So actually there are 6 steps how to calculate the product cost using the activity-based costing. The first step is identifying activities and activity driver. And then the second steps, identifying resources consumed by each activity and cost of the resources and resource driver for indirect costs of activity. The third is assigning cost of resources to each activity. The fourth, assigning cost of secondary activities to primary activities. Fifth, calculating activity rates, and the last is assigning cost of primary activity to product. So it's clear that in activity-based costing, our focus on activity in this case as a cost pool is different from the functional-based costing, in which the cost pool is producing department. So we accumulate costs for each producing department. So actually we have the same steps. There's also 6 steps. So in functional based costing, the first step is identifying the producing department, service department, and also the cost driver. The second step is identifying resources consumed by each department, the cost of resources, and cost driver for indirect cost of department. So in this case, indirect cost of department. In activity-based costing, actually indirect cost of activity, because the activity as a cost object. In this case, the department as a cost object. The third is assigning cost of resources to each department, and then allocating costs of service department to producing department, and then calculating the producing department rates. And the last is assigning costs of producing department to product. So actually the difference in our cost pool in this case, in activity base we are using activity, and the functional base we are using producing department. And then we look at step by step. The first step here, identifying the activities. How do we identify the activities? So what does mean activities? Activity actually an action taken or works performed. Usually we are using verb plus ing. For example, setting up machine, inspecting the incoming raw material, or for example, purchasing the raw material and sutra. And then actually the activity can be identified by interviewing the management and or by analyzing company's internal business process. So actually we can do by interviewing or just analyzing the company's internal business process, or maybe both. We analyze and also we interview. And then actually the activity not only done by people, but also can be done by equipment or machine. For example, CCTV actually perform the monitoring activity. It is equipment, right? But this equipment actually perform the monitoring activity. And then after we identifying the activities, so we need to make the activity dictionary. So maybe we can so in this case actually there are two types of activities: primary activity and secondary activity. What does it mean primary activity? Primary activity is the activity consumed by the end products, while the secondary activity is the activity consumed by other activities. In the traditional costing or the functional based costing, we call this service department. But in this case, actually the term is secondary activity. So activity is not directly related to the end product, but related to other activities. So cost of secondary activities should be assigned to other activities that get benefit from such activities. So actually this is the example. The example, for example, this is the credit card department, and there is also a manager for this department. So we can interview to credit card department managers. For example, what's your activities, for example, in your department? So manager will answer, for example, supervising the employees. And then maybe we can ask to the manager, how many staff do you have? For example, the answers, the manager answers, we have 3 staffs. And then what activities conduct by your staff? And then the manager will answer, for example, the first is processing credit card transaction. The second is preparing customer report or customer bill. And then the other activities is answering customer complaint. And then we can ask the manager, aside from your staff, is there any equipment related to your credit card? So manager will answer, yes, I have ATM. And then we can ask what the activity performed by the ATM. So manager will answer, actually ATM related to credit card actually perform the customer can pay the credit card and also withdraw money related to credit card. And aside another activities, of course, ATM will provide service to other products like saving, for example, payment, transfer, and others. And then, how many credit card do you have? So manager maybe will answer, we have 3 kinds of credit cards. First is platinum, second is gold, and the last is classic credit card. After we identify the activities by the interviewing the manager, so actually we can make the activity dictionary. So the column will be like this, activity, and there is how do we define the activity or description here, and then the type of activity, the cost object, and activity driver. So after we identify by asking the managers, credit card managers, so we find there are 5 the activities, for example, supervising, processing the transaction by staff, preparing report, answering the complaint, and providing the ATM. So the supervising actually coordinating all the employees, credit card department employees, and then inputting data, verifying report, for preparing a report, the answering complaint, answering the customer call, and then the providing ATM. This activity, customer can pay the bill payment and also withdrawing the money. Supervising is secondary activity, because if you look at from this hierarchy, this level, the manager is not directly conducting activity related to credit card. So the activity are directly related to the credit card is conducted by the staff. Is conducted by staff. So actually, the supervising activity need to assign to other activities. In this case, actually to staff activities, So this one, and then for processing the transaction, actually this is primary activities, because processing directly related to the credit card, same as preparing report, answering complaint, and providing ATM. This is the cost object are credit cards. And then after we find the cost object, we can also identify the activity drivers. For example, for the supervising, the activity driver is employees hours or employees working hours. And then the processing, number of transaction, preparing report, number of report, and then answering complaint, number of complaints, providing ATM, number of ATM transactions. So actually this driver will be used to allocate the costs, and to assign the cost to the credit card or to other activities. And then the third step, we need to identify the resources. For example, resources in this case in credit card department, there is one manager, 3 employees, 4 computers, 1 telephone, and then supplies and also ATM. And then we can determine we can get the cost of resources maybe from the general ledgers, because this information actually is already available in the traditional accounting. So, for example, the manager salaries, the amount per year 60 million, and then employee salaries 36 million for 3 employees, computer expenses 8 million, 1 telephone expense 500,000, supplies expense 1,500,000, and ATM expense. Actually, we are using allocated cost after the ATM expenses allocated to other products like saving, transfer, or the payment. And for example, electric payment, right? And also the like the telephone payment and others. And then we get so this is the allocated costs. For example, in our diagram here, we have the total ATM expense. ATM expenses including in this case all resources related to this ATM. There is a building, there is a air condition, electricity, and others. For example, 10 million, and then we need to allocate to credit card, for example, 4 million, and the remaining is 6 million will be allocated to other products. How can we allocate ATM expense? Actually, can be also based on the transaction, ATM transaction. For example, 40% for credit card and 60% for other products. That's why 10 million will be allocated to credit cards, 4 million, and to other products, 6 million, 60% of 10 million. The third steps, assigning cost of resources to activity. So how can we assign the cost of resources to activity? We have resources, cost of resources here, managers' salaries. So we classify as direct costs because the manager is only perform the supervising activity. So actually the total manager salary is 60 million. So we assign directly to the activity of supervision. And then the employee salary, employee salaries are classified as indirect costs because the employees perform several activities: processing the transaction, credit card transaction, preparing report or bill, credit card bill, and also the answering the complaint. So how could we allocate 36 million to each activity that benefit from these resources? For example, we are using driver in this case, employees working hours. Employees hours related to processing, let's say 5,000 hours, and then related to preparing report, 3,000 hours, and then related to answering complaint, 2,000 hours. So if make the percentage, actually 5,000 hours same as 50% because the total employees hours in this case 10,000, 5,000 plus 3,000 and 2,000, so 10,000. While the processing the transaction 5,000 hours, so actually same as 50%. And then for preparing report equal 30%, and then the answering complaint 20%. So 36 millions we will allocate to processing the transaction 50%. So 50% of 36 million will be 18 million, and then we allocate to preparing report 30%. 30% of 36 million is 10 million and 800,000, and then 20% will be allocated to answering complaint, or 7 million and 200,000. So the computer expenses related to the manager's computer, we assign directly to supervising activities. Because in this case, we assume that one computer has expended 2 million. Because the total computer expense is 6 million, so the remaining 8 million, the total computer expense is 8 million, so the remaining 6 million, 8 million minus 2 million will be allocated to processing the transaction, preparing report, and answering complaint using the employees hours as a cost drivers. So in this case, 50% will be allocated to processing, 60% of 6 million. So 3 million, and then 30% of 6 million is 1.8 million, and 20% of 6 million, 1.2 million. And then the telephone expense, we assume that it's only used by the for the answering complaint, so we can classify the telephone expense as direct cost, and then this cost can be directly assigned to the answering complaint. The supplies expense, because we can easily and accurately trace to the each activity, so we can classify this as direct costs. So actually it's already given, it's already given. And then the last is ITM resources. Yeah. So we have ITM expense. Yeah. So is this indirect cost? So we can classify using number of ATM transaction as cost drivers. For example, in this case, 4 million, this is actually allocated costs for a credit card. Actually, for ATM, cost will be allocated to other products aside from the credit cards. So, for example, for allocation, and the allocated cost for credit cards is 4 million. And then we total discuss, so we can change the information before based on the cost of resources. Now the information is activity, cost of activity. So we have the total cost of supervising 62,200,000 and processing 20,600,000, preparing report 13 million, answering complaint 9,200,000, and providing ATM 4 million. So actually this information is activity-based costing information. So we provide the activity information. This is the cost information that we have if we are using functional based costing and the activity based costing. In functional based costing, actually the cost information is cost resources, salaries, supplies expense, telephone expense, ATM expenses. But in the activity-based costing, the cost information is activity cost information. The supervising, the processing, preparing report, answering complaint, and providing ITM. Actually, in total, we have the same in this case. Yeah. So actually, in the functional-based costing, we focus on what is spent. In activity-based costing, our focus is how is spent. So by having the activity cost information, so it will be easier for the management to identify the value-added and non-value-added activities. And then the management can eliminate or reduce the non-value-added activities. For example, answering complaint, is it value-added or non-value-added? Yeah. Actually, why there is complaint? Because our service maybe is not good. Yeah. So we can improve our services, and then we can eliminate this activity. Yeah. And also preparing report or collecting, preparing bills, for example. Yeah. And then in the conventional, maybe we send by letter. Now we can send by email. So actually we can reduce the cost, right? The cost, because sending report by email is lower cost compare sending the report by letter, by letters. And then, but if you are, and then the step 4, assigning costs of secondary activity to primary activity. So in this case, we have secondary activity costs. This one, the supervising activity is secondary activity. We need to allocate this cost to processing, to primary activities. Primary activities in this case, processing, preparing report, answering complaint, and providing ATM. Because these activities is performed for the end products, for the end product. And then actually we can allocate the secondary activity to primary activity Actually, primary activity in this case only for processing transaction, preparing customer report, and answering customer complaint using the employees' hours or actually working weight. Yeah. In this case, 50%, 30%, and 20%. This is the total supervising costs. So we find this number, and then so we should allocate 31,100,000 to processing transaction, 18,660,000 to preparing the customer report, and the 12,440,000 to customer complaint, answering the customer complaint. And then now we get the total cost after the secondary activity cost allocation. So the total cost processing transaction will be 52,700,000, preparing customer report 31,660,000, answering customer complaint 21,640,000, and then in total, in this case, 106 million. And then the step 5, we calculate the activity rate. In order we can calculate the activity rate, we have to know the activity consumption, activity driver consumption. For example, the number of staff transactions, there are 100,000 transactions, preparing report, 5,000 reports, and then for answering the complaints, there are 1,000 complaints, and for providing the ATMs, actually there are 2,000 transactions. And based on this, we can find the activity rate by dividing the activity costs by the activity driver consumption. So in this case, for processing transaction, 52,700,000 divided by 100,000 transaction, we find 527 per transaction. Preparing report rate, showing the total cost of this activity, 31,660,000 divided by 5,000 reports, so we find 6,332 per report. And then answering complaint rate, showing the total cost of answering complaint activity by 1,000. So we find 21,640 per complaint. And providing ATM rate, the total cost of the ATMs, actually 4 million divided by 2,000 ATM transactions, so we find 2,000 per transaction. And then the last steps, actually assigning cost of primary activities to product. And then we have to know the consumptions, the activity consumption by each products. In this case, we have 3 products, 3 kinds of product: gold, platinum, and silver. For example, credit card issued for gold 5,000 cards, platinum 1,000 cards, and silver 20,000 cards. Number of transaction for each product, we see here, 40,000 for gold, 10,000 transaction for platinum, 50,000 for silver. In total, actually same with the previous numbers. And then number of report, for example, 1,500 report for gold, 500 for platinum, and 3,000 for silver. Number of complaint, for example, 300 for gold, 100 for platinum, and silver 600. And then the number of ATM transaction, 700 for gold, 300 for platinum, and 1,000 for silver. In total, actually same as the total activity consumption. This one, this is the same, right? And then calculate the cost per each kind of credit card. Calculate cost for each kind of credit card. So actually we can calculate like this. So For processing transaction, we multiply the consumption activity driver consumption with the activity rate. So for gold, we have 40,000 transaction times the activity rate, 527. So we find the 21,080,000. For platinum, actually there are 10,000 transactions. We multiply by processing rate, 527. Yeah. So we find this number. Actually, same for next activities, preparing customer reports. Actually, for gold, there are 1,500 reports. So we multiply by the customer report rate, 6,332. So we find this number. And then for platinum, we have 500 reports. And then for silver, we have 3,000 reports times the preparing customer report rate. And then answering complaint, we have 300 complaint for gold, 100 complaint for platinum, and 600 for silver. And then we can multiply by the answering complaint rate, 20,640. So we find this number. And then the last, providing ATM, we have 700 ATM transaction for gold, and then 300 ATM transaction for platinum, and 1,000 ATM transaction for silver times the providing ATM rate, 2,000 per transaction. So we find this, and then we total this cost. We find 38,470,000 for gold, and then we divide it by the credit card issues. So we find the cost per card 7,694. And then we also total all costs of platinum. So we find 11,200,000, and then we divide it by the number of credit card issues, 1,000. So we find the cost per card 11,200. The same way for silver, we total all costs, and then we find here 60,330,000 divided by number of credit card issues, 20,000 cards. So we find 3,017. Actually, this is the way how to calculate the product or service costs if you are using the activity-based costing. Actually, the bank can make this as fixed charge, fixed charge to the customers. And then the bank can also add the profit, not only discuss, but give a profit, for example, 20%, and then this rate will be charged to the customer as fixed charge actually to the customer. For example, annual fixed charge. And then aside from the bank get this the money from charging the fixed charge, the bank will also get revenue from, for example, the interest rate, because the customer delay to pay their loans, or there is also maybe a fine because of late payment of the credit, or the late payment of loan, for example. Actually, this is the way how to calculate the product cost or service cost using activity-based costing. That's all our discussion. So don't miss my next video. Thank you and see you.